himself because he's the only one that works for him.
There's nothing hard about it. So this is the schedule for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now today's Thursday, so today's moving day. Seca, we had the bike checked. Bike's awesome. We've never had a DNF. Bike is running great. We're staged at number 7 right now in the standings, and which is really good. We need to add a bit more horsepower. We think that Harley's probably running about 190. We're running 160, so we need 30 horsepower. You can see that T-Man's working on it with 190 horsepower for us. So we're getting there. It's hard to compete a big team, but we're doing really well. We're ranked number 1 against all the pro teams. I mean, vacuum teams, like Harley and Indian.
What do you need?
I could have done that.
I know.
Jesus. Oh, what's up?
He's doing it. Got a valve stem.
Want me to grab that? That wasn't fast enough. I'm your pit crew. Sorry.
I was so confused. And then finally she got involved. But it's like, she's like, you waited so long. I'm like, he came out of the hospital.
Yeah, take it. Take it. Hold this over.
I'm a mechanic.
You graduated.
I graduated from pit crew.
Just hold this right there.
I got it.
Don't let it move.
I won't let it move. I'm the pit crew. All right.
Oh yeah, they come.
Anybody else need help? Yeah.
Mr. Andrew kicking ass tomorrow.
So Motion Pro stopped by, gave us some chairs and an umbrella. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a great day.
Hey, this is Kevin. Big Red Performance. We're here at Laguna Seca Racetrack. You saw me yesterday. I posted a video how I do a lot of stuff in the race program, but there's more than just me in it. I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank 50 Cal Cannabis for sponsoring us a huge amount. Thank you for all that love. I want to thank Ventura Harley Davidson. Fantastic guys. Thank you so much, Ventura Harley Davidson, Paul. I want to thank 12 Point Harley Davidson out of Michigan. Thank you so much for your help and support. And I want to thank Dark Horse Cranks, who sponsored us. John, thank you so much. I want to thank T-Man Engines, Brandon and TR. Thank you so much for all of the engine work that you gave us and supported us with and sponsored us. A whole engine, which is incredible. I want to thank Muller Products for our tire gauge. I want to thank Fallen Cycles for your help. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Black Sheep, Eric, for sponsoring our tires. Thank you so much, Eric, and Black Sheep.
There's indeed some fluid down in that section of track, so you're spot on. And there's a little bit of debris down there as well. That looks like it's some bits of metal. So comprehensive happened to Andrew Lee's bike, huh?
Yeah, it's the third bike in the picture. You can see him coming out. Just stepped out.
Just came off.
And you can see it spraying out right under his left leg. You can see the oil or whatever it was spraying out.
Yeah, it just soaked his boot, I think, too.
Stepped
something
out.
just came off.
And you can see it.
Events have happened to Andrew Lee's bike.
Well, and then the bike broke down. This is a practice. If the bike's broken down, it's either something really simple or something really complicated, like a blown motor, broken cases, or something like that. Everybody's been having trouble with the left cases shattering and breaking, so that could be the issue. But we're going to have to find out here in a minute.
Thanks, Jim. Let's find your food and look. We're going to speak to your teammate down here. Chief Anson bikes at the shop, and you're going to get a restart.
Looks like the primary chain broke, wadded up into the cases and just broke the primary. Like, I don't know if the engine case broke or the primary chain. The primary chain did break. It's broken in half. I've never seen that before. I wonder.
Good thing it didn't hurt the main case.
But for that to happen, it would have fucked the lower end of the motor for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at what it did to the fucking gear. That chain was fucking. Man, I've got the lower end.
I do have a primary sitting right there.
Well, we got time.
I don't have a chain. Oh, you know what? I think I have a spare chain. I think I have
It's like a bomb went off in there, Andrew. What'd you do?
Threw a grenade in the engine.
When you were riding? Trying to spice it up a little bit out there?
Does not look. I've never seen that ever in my life.
I think the primary chain broke.
That's what it looked like because there's a ball of chain.
Yeah. What were the chain of events? What happened?
So you know how, well, there's turn 6 is where it happened. It ran fine up the hill into 6, like I never heard anything. And then I hit the G out and I hear a so there's like a hard G. I don't know if that would have done something, but like I went through the G and then I just hear a pop and then I do this. And I was like, no, oil everywhere. And then I just grabbed the clutch and I fucking ran off the track.
So did the engine die by itself?
Yeah. I was listening to Bruno Mars as my hype music before, and then
Just said that's it?
Grenades.
Yes.
You were going
This
green
is
every
insane.
second.
I know, it felt really like.
That's insane.
I have a primary here in and out of, but it got broken bolts. But the only thing is, if the engine's okay, we can put it back together. Well, as you can see, the engine case, the primary case is shattered, and the chain's hanging out the bottom here. The primary chain looked like the primary chain broke. Why, I don't know.
What did they say?
We're good to go. Just fix it. Yeah, so the primary chain just broke, and it wadded up into the front there and ruined the compensating sprocket, and it just blew out the inner primary case. But the good news is it didn't do any damage to the cases, the engine cases. Sheared off 2 bolts, 3 bolts are going to get them out with easy out. But I got a spare clutch basket and clutch. John from Dark Horse is going to get me a compensating sprocket here in a minute and a primary chain. And I've got a primary chain adjuster, a brand new one on the trailer. So it looks like we're going to have to put it back together. And Motoamerica inspected the engine cases and said they couldn't see any cracks, so let's go. We needed some inner primary bolts, so Harley Davidson factory, Jason Keel hooked me up. Thank you, Jason and Eric, with the outer primary bolts, primary gasket, and an inner primary gasket, and an outer primary gasket.
Caring.
Hey, I brought some parts and then I take some parts.
Thanks, John.
thank you to Harley Davidson factory. They gave me a couple of parts that I needed. A rotor for the charging system, and and some other stuff. John from Dark Horse gave me a chain. So we got it all back together, and it's perfect. It's ready to rock and roll. After seeing that catastrophic failure, I was like, oh, we're done. Seriously, to have it running and it sounds perfect, I mean, it blew me away. But I put a new clutch in it that I had on the trailer, new clutch basket, new chain tensioner. Harley gave me a compensating sprocket because John from Dark Horse didn't have one on his truck. But he did have a chain, he gave us a chain, thank you. Harley gave me also a rotor for the charging system. Charging system's working perfect. I had a spare primary inner and outer which we welded up for the mid shift. So we got it all done. And a couple of other guys in the paddock helped us with a few little things, and it's awesome. Yeah, can't believe it. Andrew's finally here at Laguna Seca, figured out what this bike needs as a rider, and now he's laying into it, and he's doing freaking awesome. He ran a 135, he's going to run even better than that here, and that's everybody else in the field almost has got more horsepower than us. They're all running like 170s and up horsepower. We're stuck with 160 right now, and Harley's probably got close to 200 or over. Race day, Laguna Seca. We're getting ready to go do a long start with the generator and the tire warmers on the grid. Bike's ready to go. Made a couple of little tiny changes. Rider's feeling good. We should have a good race. We really should have a good race. Looking forward to it. Everybody's in a good mood. We're kicking ass after all the drama with the primary. Working out.